Croatia, I'm going to say it's game rich.
7 species what we can hunt on this island. That makes it also very special. There's not so many islands where you have so many species what you can hunt.
Anybody that's looking for Eurasian brown bear, check out Croatia. I mean, Mike, they've got it dialed.
All the bears are shot. We have 150 tags in Croatia. When they are shot, it closes.
Let's talk the new hybrid Dalmatian.
Yeah, it's exactly the horns exactly like Mouflon. Yeah.
Yep.
Also, it has a more brown color. Not because many Dalmatians are not white, but yellow color.
I love Croatia because it's easy to get to. I've said it multiple times. It's probably one of the easiest spots. I land in Zagreb. I can clear my gun literally within 30 minutes. It takes longer for my gun to get off the carousel, and I bring it up and do all the work. The hunting's amazing. Like, you're hunting in the EU, but it feels like you're hunting in the US. Everybody, welcome back. Another episode of the Journey Within podcast. I've got Mike Vanbeckem. Now, I've hunted with Mike 3 times now in Croatia. Just got back from an awesome trip on the island. We're going to cover all those. Mike's wife, Lisa, was going to do the podcast today. She kind of backed out at the end, didn't want the pressure. So we've got Mike on here today. Going to talk about their history, how they started in Croatia and so forth. How are you doing today, Mike?
Thanks, Mark. Very good. Thank you very much. Nice to be on the show.
Yeah. So before we dig into Croatia, explain your background and basically how you got into hunting and then how you got into Croatia.
Well, I started hunting from the day that I was born. That's early, but my whole family's hunting. Father, uncle, grandfather. So it's a family thing, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I've been doing that like I said, my whole life. We started our business, a hunting business in Germany 15 years ago. There we started to build up a company. After 10 years, we decided to do something new, something bigger. So we sold our company in Germany, and we get the opportunity to start in Croatia. For us, we were looking for something special, yeah. And in Europe, many hunting areas, many countries already do a lot of hunting. There is already a lot of other agents who work over there, and Croatia is something new. Croatia is the pearl of Europe. It is not only for hunting, but also for families, etc., etc. Beautiful coastlines, great food, a little bit like Italy. So the whole package is that what we were looking for. We've been in the restaurant business our whole lives. So for us, the hunting is not only the hunting, but it's also the thing around the hunting. Good sleeping, good food, good everything. We got the chance to come to Croatia. We got a chance to get a really great big area in the mountains. So we just took the chance and we started over there. And that's how we started in Croatia.
So it kind of, you specifically sought out Croatia just because of it was kind of the most untapped and best possibilities that
from Europe, because also the Croatia get into the EU. For us, that's very important because especially for American hunters, it's way easier if you're into the EU and you know yourself how difficult it can be if you go to other places with guns, also with animals sending your trophies over, etc., etc. And now in Croatia, that's all possible. And for us, Croatia, 90% of Croatia is nature. Yeah, only 10% is cities, beach playa. So it is one of the biggest nature places in Europe, but it's still, how do you say it, unseen. And it's like a nature that we don't see a lot anymore in Europe. Yeah.
Yep. And there's being over there so much and having a couple trips additionally planned over, there's a lot of things to hunt in Croatia.
Yeah.
Just explain where your hunting lodge is at in the mountains and everything you can hunt just right there, and we'll kind of expand out from that.
Yeah, well, we're in the mountains. We are a little bit situated 130 kilometers from Zagreb, a little bit more into the middle of Croatia, not far away from the border of Slovenia. In these mountain areas, we have red deer, we have fallow deer, we have mouflon, we have wild boar. Chamois, we can hunt very close from our other area. We hunt roebuck, and of course the bear, very popular. We hunt over there. This place is very well known, but we have about the quality of bear hunts and the quality of red stags. This is, well, the most popular thing what we have in our place. Yeah, and that's where we started.
The first trip that Dad and I went and did in Croatia, we did a stag hunt over on some of the like government property on the other side, and then came back.
In Slavonia.
Did a stag hunt and a boar hunt there. The stag footage was crazy. We'll tap some of that in right now. I mean, it was. I mean, Marco called that thing at like 26 yards, just roaring its head off. My second trip back is when I came in the spring, and Mike was able to put me on a giant Eurasian brown bear. Just explain how you've got 2 seasons. You hunt the bears in the spring and the fall. Just explain the type of hunt that it is for everybody.
Yeah, the hunt starts normally in February, but we start later because it's too early, too cold. The bears are still hibernating, so it's not really useful. So we start, let's say, from 20 March till 15th of May. Then it closes and it opens again 15th of September. We wait a little bit longer. Then it will be till normally half till the end of November. It depends because when all the bears are shot, we have 150 tags in Croatia. When they are shot, it closes. Normally, that's somewhere in November. You cannot say that, well, exactly, but that is normally how it goes. Yeah. The way we hunt them is we prefer to hunt them from a stand. We work with a lot of cameras to see which bears are coming where. We don't want to shoot young females or young male bears. So we want to try to shoot old females, old male bears who are good for shooting. And if you do that like stalking, you have almost no chance to say, okay, this bear we know or this bear is good. So the best thing for us is to sit on a blind. We know which bear is coming. We know from the camera what we can expect. It makes the hunt much easier. Also, let's say 85 to 90% of all the people who are coming to hunt bear in our area will shoot the bear in 4, maximum 5 days. Sometimes when the weather is a big disaster or we miss or something like that, okay, we don't have these things under our own control. But normally, 85% can shoot his bear.
Yeah. And there are other countries in Europe that have Eurasian brown bears open, but Croatia is probably what I would consider the most stable and reliable as far as being able to plan a hunt around and go over there. The other ones announce the tags super late and they'll stop the hunt right away. So like I always recommend Croatia. Anybody that's looking for Eurasian brown bear, check out Croatia. I mean, Mike, they've got it dialed down in a big area with multiple sites on it. So again, they've got cameras set everywhere. You're going to be on a good bear when you get there. So also in the spring, kind of later, when does the roe deer season start in your mountain area?
Roe deer starts 15th of April, but we always try to go a little bit later, like in May, because in April, when the winter is a little bit long, the grass is not green enough, the animals stay a little bit in the mountains. So in May, it is the best time. May is the best time for the roe deer. We do have some clients over for bear hunt, and then we will try to get them on a roebuck as well. If it's like 15 or 18 April, 20 April, that's not a problem. But the main season is May.
Yeah. And I keep saying the lodge. I didn't talk about the lodge enough. We're going to throw some pictures in here, but where you stay in the mountain area is absolutely top-notch area for where it's at. The whole thing is set up great. I haven't done the fall stag hunt there, but I will be back to do that one just out of the lodge and everything because it's so unique where you hunt them at in the mountains.
What it makes a special mark is that the lodge is in the middle of the hunting area. 85% of all hunting areas where you go, or if it's Croatia or the rest of Europe, you will need to drive at least half to 1.5 hours to get into the area where you need to go hunt. And here we have everything around the house. And that makes it special. In the morning, you will wake up roaring stags in September. In May, you will see the roebucks running around the house, wild boars. So it is special. It is very special, yes.
Very much so. Very much so. Now,
Yeah.
Croatia, I'm gonna say it's game rich as far as
Yeah.
not only the different species that you can hunt there, but also the
Mhm.
number of species. So we
Yeah.
talked about Eurasian brown bear, stags. There are a couple different areas you can hunt stags,
Yeah.
roe deer. Let's talk the island. So this is super unique. So
Yeah.
explain the island and the area that you've got there. And this is, I don't know if it's a hidden gem. You've heard me say it, that the island's a hidden gem. I don't think it's a hidden gem anymore.
Mhm.
It's super special hunting. So like, they explain what it is.
Well, the island is, if you go from the one to the other side, the drive will be about 1 hour. So it's a very long island. Dugi Otok means in Croatia long island. It's the longest island what we have, not the biggest, but the longest. So that's first, of course. Second is it's not a very tourist attractive island like we have with Chamois and all the other islands. It's there's no big hotels,
Mhm.
there is no big cities. It's all very small, small populated. So that is also something what makes the hunting area for an island very special because you will not see any people running around or whatever.
Yeah.
We have 7 species what we can hunt on this island. That makes it also very special. There's not so many islands where you have so many species what you can hunt, and what is of course legal to hunt with all the papers what we need to transfer the animals to America.
Mhm.
This is one part of course, and Croatia van de doe je ook the weather. 80% of the year it's good weather,
Mhm.
and that makes it a lot easier to hunt. In the mountains, sometimes it can be raining or wind or foggy, or on the island it's windy. Yes, sometimes it's windy, but for the rest, it's that makes
Yeah.
it very good and special. Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's go over the species island. The big one,
Mhm,
Kri Kri Ibex, which we're going to circle back around on that one here in a second. But Kri Kri
mhm.
Ibex, also the hybrid Kri Kri,
Yeah,
Dalmatian sheep. We got feral
yeah,
goats, axis
yeah,
deer, which I believe is the only
yeah.
spot to hunt free range axis deer in Europe.
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
there's also a new one we're going to talk a little bit about, which is a hybrid, a Dalmatian Mouflon hybrid
Mhm,
that you just
mhm.
got scientific information on. So that's an exciting one
Yeah,
also that's going on there. So there's lots of things to hunt on the island. And from my
yeah,
experiences, how you hunt the island is you wake up in the morning, you go out and you hunt for that 2 to 3 to 4 hours. You don't really know what you're going to see, which makes it exciting.
yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
go out there. You may see a group of Dalmatian. You may see a Mouflon out there, or whatever it is. You go
yeah,
about that. You come back. You eat a late breakfast at a restaurant, which is great. All the meals you eat that's at a restaurant there, so it's awesome food.
yeah,
Kind of rest midday and then go back out at night and do the same type of thing. You don't know
yeah,
what you're going to see.
yeah.
Like if with the last trip we were going after a Kri Kri Ibex, so we knew the areas that they were in, so we always focused there. But
Mhm.
if there wasn't anything there, we just continued on, and that's where we saw a feral
Yeah,
goat along the way, and so
yeah,
forth. The hunting, there's never a dull moment, right? All of a sudden, it just clicks,
yeah,
and you may get it 2 or 3 things in the morning, but
yeah.
that's
Yeah, well, Mark, of course, it's always now you were in the summertime. In the
yep.
summertime, in the day, it's very hot. So it's
Mhm.
well, normally that the animals are not active. But if we go from September, late September, till let's say May, we can hunt the whole day if you want because the animals will be active.
Uh-huh.
If the sun starts to shine, it's going to be like really hot. But we have in June, July, August. Okay, the animals better down. You will not find them. But
Yep.
for the rest of the year, we can also hunt in the daytime. You don't need to go out that early because the animals will be walking around anyway. And that makes it also a very nice hunt.
Yes, very much so. And the
Yeah,
island, think of an island, there are lots of areas that are super thick on it. So it's not
yeah,
just like a bare
yeah,
rock island. It's super thick. Animals can disappear. All of a sudden, you'll glass the same spot 3 or 4 days in a row, and on the fourth day,
yeah,
all the giant
yeah,
mouflons, which
yeah,
makes it exciting. The housing that you stay at on the island super nice. It's a
yeah,
vacation feel. Like the only thing I can compare it to is hunting Hawaii. Like that would be in the
yeah,
U.S. That would be the feel of if you're going to hunt
yeah.
Hawaii. That's kind of how it is hunting this island. There's just more species there, and it's a touch more fun.
Hmm.
Getting to the island super easy. If you're
Yeah,
going straight to the island to hunt, you just head right from Zagreb, catch one of the ferries to the island. It's about an hour ferry ride, gorgeous ferry ride from
yeah.
where you get to the island, it's about a 20-minute drive to where you're going to stay. If you're coming from the hunting area in the mountains, it's a couple-hour drive to get to the ferry and then take the ferry across.
2-hour drive. Yeah.
Yep, it gets super easy. Also easy to combine if you're going to go stag hunting in the mountains and go to the island. You can do it all in the same trip, which makes it nice. Let's talk the new hybrid Dalmatian. So you just got all the scientific information on this, and I'm going to go cliff note on here. So correct me at the end when I'm wrong. But basically, Dalmatians and Mouflons didn't realize that they weren't supposed to crossbreed. This is something that just happened naturally being on the island. So now it's the Dalmatian. It's a mane. It looks more like a Dalmatian, but in the heads of the hybrid, you can see the Mouflon, and the horns are more Mouflon-like than Dalmatians. Correct?
Yeah, it's exactly the horns exactly like Mouflon. Yeah.
Yep.
Also, it has a more brown color, not because many Dalmatians are like, or not white, but yellow color.
Yeah.
And sometimes a little bit black, but the Mouflons are really dark color. I mean, the Mouflon hybrid. Also, we see more and more with some brown hair on the legs or on the chest. So yeah.
Just that it's getting a little more of the Mouflon on the body.
Yeah, slowly, because it's getting more and more. We didn't do anything about it because we didn't know. We know this now for 3 years, I think we started to invest in. So it's special. It's nice. Yeah.
And it was the scientists at the University of Zagreb's the one that did the study on this and did all the blood tests and realized this is like, you've only hunted a couple of them, right?
I think we shot two till now.
Two so far. I mean, this is like just brand spanking new on this hybrid that and you guys are, like everything you do on the island, going to do a great job managing this. How many are you gonna hunt a year moving forward as this kind of expands to start with?
Well, I think about 3, Mark. Not more than that a year, because we just don't want to overshoot it, because it's very easy to overshoot it and then it's finished. So we don't want that, because it's something new, it's special, and we put a lot of time and effort in it. So I think it's going to be 2, 3 a year.
Which is perfect.
For now.
Yeah. On the Kri Kris, so this is one. SCI has a couple areas that you can hunt Kri Kris. On the islands, one of them, and then Greece. You guys are just starting kind of a joint project with the Guardian Fund here and doing blood testing on the Kri Kris and comparing them to the Kri Kris in Greece, because they're the same. They're the same, right? That's what the stuff can prove is.
Well, we want to prove that it's the same. That's why we are starting it now, because to get rid of all these discussions, it's Kri Kri is a Kri Kri, like a red stag is a red stag, and always some people try to make it a little bit different. But we will prove it by doing the blood tests, and again with the university to work together. We will manage that. Yes.
Yep. Which is great. Which is a great one, right? There's always these little things that pop up. It's a great one to see. How long have the Kri Kris been on the island?
I think about 20, 25 years now.
So they've been there a long time, right?
They've been there a longer time. Yes. But for a long time, nobody really cared about it. They really didn't know about the animals, and something was started maybe 15 years ago that they started to take care of that, and
And how long have you been managing the area on the island?
Well, we're doing it now for 2 years that we have this area. I'm hunting there for 5 years now. The first 3 years when we were there, well, I was not the owner, so somebody else was managing it. And we are doing this now for 2 years full time.
What I can speak from personal experience, the management that you guys are doing on the island compared to what it was before is night and day difference. It's habitat work. It's making sure the animal's got enough feed. It's not overshooting, which is a big one. That's why every year moving forward, the Kri Kri numbers and the trophy potential on the island is going to keep exploding. Like, I don't know how many 4 and 5 year old billies we saw that you're like, holy smokes, give that another 3 or 4 years and that's going to be a giant. Like, you can see the age coming through, and it's going to be exciting to see that all happen over the next couple of years.
Well, that's also because you guys. We started working with you guys for a few years now, and now we're also seeing it's much more important for us to wait a little bit to let the animals grow, till a size that's really time to take the animal out. And before the owner, well, he didn't do that. They just didn't really care about it. The same with the axis deer, Mark. You saw now how many axis deer we've seen. Before they had another way of hunting them, and they didn't come out. You didn't see anything. Now we are taking a lot of care of them, and you see them coming out daytime. You can hunt them almost 24 hours a day at the moment. Yeah.
And that'll be for me, I think the axis deer will be the biggest growth for you on the island, just as that program continues and that age gets up there. Because is there another spot in Europe to hunt free range axis deer?
No.
That's why I've looked. I can't find anywhere else to hunt free range axis deer. So it's the only spot to hunt free range axis deer.
But it's the same with the Dalmatian wild sheep. So there's only 2 spots in Croatia where you can hunt them. And the hybrid is the same, only one. It's our place.
Yeah. Now, we saw a cranker of a Dalmatian sheep, and we looked at it. Looked like a Marco Polo thing. It was just like The only thing I can say is because we were heading in for the Kri Kri, which we ended up getting. That was the only thing.
Yeah,
we got the Kri Kri because we both, after we got out of the truck, like we passed it and we're like, I can't believe we didn't go actually and hunt that thing. It was a giant Dalmatian that so big.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. We take good care of the Dalmatians. We are pre-scouting them daily. We take a lot of care on the jackals to take sure there will not be too many of them because they will kill a lot of them, of course. And
and that's something like you mentioned to me. So they're jackals on the island. They're also wild boar that have swung across and made it to the island. So like the island's a long ways away, but there are I mean, it's an island, right? Things make it to it over time. Wild boars have made it to it. You're kind of doing your job to manage those because a wild boar anywhere can create a ton of damage once they get going.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, that's absolutely. Especially on the islands. Yeah.
Explain the management model on the island. So you've got the hunting area, but any animal, any of the residents on the island, any animal related things that happen in that hunting area, they call you, right? Like you're Like if a lady's got a garden and there's a group of axis deer in there that are eating,
she will call you.
She'll call Mike and be like, "You got to get the deer out of my garden."
Yeah,
right? So it's different than here in the States. Like it's the owner of the hunting area that's really got to take care of it for everybody that's there. So then all of a sudden you get the call, "Hey, I've got wild boars rutting up my garden," and the US would be like, "Well, that's a tough deal. You got to deal with that yourself." But Mike's the one that gets that call, and all of a sudden he's out there dealing with it.
And in Croatia, you are the owner of the animals, so you should take care of your animals. That's why we have 2 full-time guys on the island who are every day walking around, driving around to see what's going on. If there's damage on the fields, to do something about it, making fences with electric wire or whatever we need to do.
Yep.
To make sure we don't get too many problems because, nobody wants that, of course.
No. So island's super unique. We're going to throw up some information on that too. Just check that one out. It's super unique. I don't know anybody that's gone there that hasn't had a great time. You can combine it with a little bit of fishing if you want to. Also, I'm not a fisherman, so I haven't done that. Right. So I don't joke about that. Let's talk other species. So I've got the trip we've got set for next year. We're going after chamois.
Yeah.
After aoudad. So that's a unique one that's different. And European aoudad, there are a couple spots to hunt them, but you got to check out the size of these ones in Croatia. Like this area, I can't wait to get there. It looks super awesome.
The aoudad hunt, it's very special. Only thing is that mountain it's not an easy mountain. You really need to walk. You need to have a good condition. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult. The animals are many times up the mountain. It's a huge area. But the quality of the barber sheep is all that you call them. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah,
they look awesome. And explain the different areas that you can hunt chamois also in Croatia.
Well, from the coast, we work with 5 areas. Yes, there is more areas, but the problem is the numbers. There's not so. If you have a big area from 14,000 hectares or bigger, it can be that you only have 4 or 5 chamois to shoot a year because they're taking really good care of the population. They don't want to overshoot it. So we have quite a lot of chamois, but we're not allowed to shoot so many chamois. That is the only thing that we have. We shoot about 15 a year, I think, in our places. Yeah.
They're extremely limited. And what species of chamois is it?
Balkan.
Balkan. Yep. And there,
Yeah.
see other countries you can hunt Balkan chamois in?
Well, the problem is you can, but that will be Macedonia, but it's not in the EU. And the problem is there again with the paperwork. And then, well, I don't even want to start over there because I know it's going to be a big problem also with Serbia and other places. So for us, the most easy thing is to just stay in Croatia because then I'm 100% sure there will be no problems.
Yep. In the different areas you hunt chamois, it's kind of a one or 2 day type thing, right? To where you go up and down each day. It's really spotting from the bottom and glass them and
the way we hunt them, we have areas for people who cannot walk too good, where you can hunt them a little bit easier because there are so many of them. We only, like I said, we only allowed to shoot a few of them. We drive around, we spot them, we go closer, and we can take a shot, of course. We also have areas where you need to walk, like really walk. Same like with the all that. So we can choose. Yeah.
On another one, boar hunts, right? You do driven boar hunts in Croatia?
Yes, we do. We do driven boar hunts, but you have for Americans till now. What I've seen, it's maybe nicer to do the smaller groups, like 4 or 5 people in the high fenced areas or things like that, where they have really big areas for that. Free range, you need a little bit more people, 15 to 20 people, and it's not so easy to get so many people together. But spot and stalk, it's really nice. I love to do it myself. We have a lot of wild boars. We have really big wild boars. It is great hunt. You can easily shoot 5, 6, 7 in a few days, even more if you want to, because we have so many of them.
Mm-hmm. So I love Croatia because it's easy to get to. It's easy to get a gun in. Like I've said it multiple times. It's probably one of the easiest spots. I land in Zagreb. I can clear my gun literally within 30 minutes. It takes longer for my gun to get off the carousel, and I bring it up and do all the police stuff, and then all of a sudden you're there. Super easy. The hunting's amazing. Like you're hunting in the EU, but it feels like you're hunting in the US, at least for me, like in the mountain areas and everything. Like you don't see the people. It's like you're hunting in the West. You hunt the island, you don't really see people. Nobody's messing with you. It's not overpopulated, which is nice.
No, and there is a lot of rules in Croatia. What makes it very interesting, especially for people who want to shoot something really old or really big. The red tags, for instance, in Croatia, almost all records, free range I'm talking about, are coming from Croatia or on the border of Hungary, where you've been with your father, that area. We shoot really big red tags, and that's because they take care of the animals. They don't shoot everything that they see. They manage it on a very good way, and it's with a lot of animals, chamois, mouflons. That makes it very special. And like you said, what I like about the Croatian people is they really like Americans. You feel welcome when you come in. You don't have any problems at the airport. They respect you. They take care of the people. It's not a problem at all. There is some countries in Europe where that is totally different. I can promise you that.
100%. 100%. So what are some other, besides Croatia set aside, what are some other areas that you guys organize hunts in Europe and across Europe?
Yeah, well, we are just starting with Sweden, because Sweden is a country what is also a beautiful place for hunting. It's also very big. We have the moose, we have nice red stags, we have the capercaillie, of course, over there, and the birkhaan, how you call that smaller black bird?
Black grouse?
That one, yeah, sorry. We have fallow deer. We have the biggest roebucks of Europe are getting shot in these areas, like 700, 800 grams. Yeah, that's really big. People are very nice. So that's a very good place. Also, we do a lot of England hunt. England, we have the Chinese water deer, the muntjac, all these special things that we don't have anywhere in Europe. We also start a little bit more with Slovenia now, because it's our neighbor country. They have also a lot of bears. not that easy, but when it's open, it's open. So we can hunt them over there. We have some red stags. And slowly we will see a little bit more. There is a lot of opportunities in Europe. Europe is a great place where you can hunt a lot of different species for still regional prices. Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
What do you see most Americans coming over to hunt the first time? What's their first main?
I think red stag, chamois,
Uh-huh.
and bear is the three most popular animals.
For sure. And Croatia is super unique because they have the stag and the roe deer, which are like the ones you go to a lot. Like you'd compare it to the elk here in the U.S. or the whitetail. But then if you think about specific species that you have the Eurasian brown bear, you've got the chamois, you've got all this stuff that's super unique. So for people that are looking for those type of species hunts, Croatia just has so much going on.
Yeah, that's very good. And also, what I like, the guys where we work with, they all speak English. They have good cars. It's very good organized. You don't have to be afraid that they will put you in a stand what is falling down any minute, or that you cannot understand what the guys are saying. They speak their language. Otherwise, we don't work with them, of course. And they respect the people where they work with. So it's I think it's one of the best places to be.
No, the lodging everywhere I've stayed, doesn't matter if it's in the mountain area or over on the other side hunting stags or on the island. It's been great.
Yeah.
The food's been awesome. If you stay at the lodge, Lisa's cooking for you, which is great. Explain how you do the food on the island.
The food on the island is like this. A very good friend of me who's also working for us as a gamekeeper on the island. He owns a family restaurant next to the sea. And they also own a boat to catch their own fish. So what happens is they catch their fish the whole year round and they sell it in the restaurant. So that means it's always 100% fresh. Also, they have great meat from Zadar. And this is a guy I know for a long time. So that's why I like to work only with them, because it's always the best of the best. The quality of the food, the wine, everything that we work with is great. It's been my business my whole life. So we know what we are talking about. And also, many times you see it yourself. Last time with Antonio, when we shoot something, I call him, he comes to help, takes the animal out, bring it, make us breakfast. It's just one team, and I love to do it like that. And the people all, till now, are super happy with it.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. And when you say on the sea, you're literally, the table you're sitting at is literally probably 2 feet away from.
Yeah, it's not more than that. Yeah,
you're like you're on the sea. The food's amazing. It's definitely one you're not going to lose weight when you go to, but the whole thing is awesome. Now, I know you get a lot of hunters that come over and do tourist activities in Croatia, and the Croatian coastline has grown like crazy with Split and everything. Just explain the coastline of the non-hunting vacation side of Croatia.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, what we do a lot, I think 80% of all hunters from America take their wives or family or children to come to Croatia. What we do is we have a lady who's working for us. She's specialized in these things. So she knows all the nice things where to go to in Croatia. Especially the coast, of course. But we do truffle hunts on the other side of the border of Italy. We go to Split, to the island Hvar. There's a lot of wineries everywhere. There's so many things that we can do.
I just saw when we were there, Magic Johnson, and there were some other people that were the coastline of Split at the same time. So I was following him on social media as he was kind of cruising that, and looked like he was having a good time.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing, not too expensive, and it's normally from, let's say, March till the end of October, November is beautiful weather on the coast. So
great spot to look for if you're looking to combine hunting in a family vacation and so forth like that. But I can't stress enough the quality of hunting and experience that you'll have in Croatia. It is just amazing. And you hit on something. So your background was coming from a restaurant, which is hospitality. The great outfitters that I've been with, going with an outfitter, you got to, what I say, you got to control the controllables, right? Well, what's the controllable? You can't control the weather, so that one's out. You can't control that, but you can control the area that you're hunting, and speaking from experience, the area that you've got in the mountains and also the island is top notch on the hunting. You can control where you're going to stay, the equipment you're going to use, the food that the hunters are going to have, the
Yeah.
guides that the hunters are going to be with. Like Marco and the guys are awesome. Antonio's awesome. You control all the controllables. So like for me, like I can tell you came from a hospitality background, right? Like if you take care of all that stuff, the
Yeah.
hunters, okay, you get a day of rain or something like that. Everybody's having a great time. It doesn't matter that they can't get in the field or the wind's swirling. So hunting stags in the mountain that day isn't as good as it was the day before because you've taken care of
Yeah.
everything else, which
Yeah.
is great to see.
Makes it a little bit easier. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
For people that are looking to come over with a group, say there's 4 or 6, like you can handle that stag hunting, you can handle that on the island and so forth. So if it's
Yeah.
you and a buddy or a group that wants to go, it's a great spot.
Yeah. Absolutely. No problem at all. Yeah.
Explain how the permits work in Croatia, like on the bear numbers and so forth. Just like because I go back again, it's stable. Like it's one at WTA if somebody's looking for a Eurasian brown bear hunt. Like yeah, Romania just opened up, but for how long? Like
Yeah. Well, in
somebody's looking.
Romania, you don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Because, yeah, in Croatia, it's like this. We have 150 tags and they divide them under the areas who have a lot of bears. That's it, to be honest. Yeah. So, everybody gets about, well, depends how big the area is, between 2 and 6 tags a year. Yeah.
yep. And stag hunting, you guys kind of manage your own for the trophy class and so forth there. The
Yeah.
chamois kind of the government kind of tells you how many, but based on numbers and so forth. The
Yeah.
the one thing I've been shocked is how much work you guys do with your scientists and with the government on game counts and all of that information on managing and so forth of not just game animals, non-game animals. There's a lot of that goes into how many tags are awarded each year, which is
Yeah. But
that's nice.
that's what makes, yeah, that's what makes Croatia a great hunting country, because they take their time and they take a lot of effort to manage all animals. To be honest, yeah,
Yep. Yep. Which is
yeah,
which is great. Um,
yeah.
touch on European customs when it comes to hunting in Croatia. Like what are some of the customs like in the US we don't have the last bite. We don't do that. That's European. Um,
Yeah.
European does that. I would say Europeans probably celebrate the experience in the animal more so than the US does also from my experience. Like when somebody's successful, I mean it's the whole group that comes together to celebrate the success, which is great to see also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's absolutely the way it is. They have a little bit more. Yeah, they do a lot with us. Yeah, it's difficult to explain. But here, the way of hunting is the last respect for the animal. But also, after that, we shoot the animal with the meat. You know, everybody gets his part of meat. Um, with friends, they enjoy the hunt here a lot together. That is for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, what percent of people do you get from the US that come and hunt with you once that come back again?
Well, a lot, because
Okay.
we have so many species. I
Mhm.
think 80%.
So that right there is the telltale sign of when you're going
Yeah,
with somebody that does it
yeah,
right is the high
yeah.
percent of repeat, especially somewhere that's international, high percent of repeat. You're doing something right. Like that's the telltale
Yeah.
sign if you get guys that keep coming back year after year, which I have. I'm 3 trips in, going to be 4 next year, so I don't see them ending anytime soon.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's for sure. Yeah. The people, even I've got people who came 4 times. Even one is coming for the 5th time now. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes the family to do something else also, or
Hmm.
we go to him some other spots. Yeah. We don't need to go to our. We have more areas, of course, in Croatia, we can hunt, and also on the neighbor area. Yeah.
What I know you're coming to SCI this year again, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the big one. If there's anybody that's listening that wants to meet with Mike or Lisa and plan it, they're going to be at SCI this year. You can talk to Roger. You can talk to them direct, kind of line up a time.
Yeah.
Lisa is amazing at responding to messages. Mike, not so much, but Lisa handles all the hard work in the field all the
Yeah.
time. But great at
Yeah.
communication. If you guys are looking, what's something that you would tell an American hunter to get them to come to Croatia for the first time and experience it?
thing is, what I've seen with a lot of Americans, they need that small push to come over to Europe, Croatia, wherever, because they hear all these horror stories, of course, about what goes wrong. But till now, we have many clients who've been from WTA, who've been surprised about all the things that we can do and what we can present them in our hunting area and team. I think as an American, you just have to try it once. I mean, you just have to say, okay, there's not a lot of things what can go wrong. Like you said, the weather we cannot control, but the rest of the things we can. And I can assure you that we will make it special. For every guest who's coming. And they just have to come over, see it one time, and then we can show them what we can do.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you for the time today. It worked out great that you were coming over to see Roger. Now I know if you're going to sit down with him, he's going to talk for the next 6 hours. So hopefully you guys got lunch or something.
Okay, thanks, Mark. Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you.